Orin stood watch over the infinite threads of time, each thread representing a moment, a memory, a fragment of existence. He was the timekeeper, the solitary guardian of history's delicate tapestry, weaving together the past, present, and future with meticulous care. His was a lonely existence, a timeless vigil that stretched across the eons, watching over the flow of time with unwavering dedication. He bore the weight of eons on his shoulders, a burden that would crush any ordinary being, but Orin was no ordinary being. Yet he never faltered in his duty, his resolve as steadfast as the stars themselves. For Orin understood the profound significance of his task. The delicate balance he maintained was crucial to the fabric of reality. He alone safeguarded the past, present, and future, ensuring that the continuum of time remained unbroken and undisturbed. He was the silent sentinel of time itself, a guardian whose presence was felt but rarely seen.
Orin's heart resonated with the rhythm of the universe, each beat in sync with the cosmic dance of creation and destruction. He could sense the ebb and flow of history, the subtle shifts and grand upheavals that shape the destiny of worlds. The rise and fall of civilizations played out before him like an intricate dance, a ballet of time that he alone could fully appreciate. His ancient eyes had witnessed the birth of stars and the extinction of entire worlds, moments of creation and annihilation that defined the cosmos. Through it all, he remained steadfast, his resolve unwavering, a beacon of stability amidst the chaos of time. He was the anchor, ensuring the stability of time's delicate balance, a role that required both strength and wisdom.
The chronostaff, a staff pulsating with celestial energy, was his constant companion, a symbol of his authority and power. This ancient artifact was more than just a weapon, it was a key to the mysteries of time itself. It was an extension of Orin himself, a conduit to the very fabric of time, allowing him to manipulate the threads of existence. With a mere whisper, he could shift through the annals of history, altering events with a precision that only he could master. The Chrono Staff responded to his every command, a loyal instrument in the hands of its master. It was a fearsome instrument, yet in his hands it was a tool of preservation, a beacon of hope across the ages, guiding the flow of time.
His sanctuary was the Cronarium, a place beyond the reach of ordinary time, a realm where the rules of reality were different. It was a nexus point where all moments in history converged, a hub of temporal energy that Orin alone could navigate. Within its shimmering walls, the past, present, and future existed simultaneously, a tapestry of time woven into the very structure of the Cronarium. He walked the corridors of the Cronarium, his footsteps echoing through the halls of time, a silent testament to his eternal duty. He was a silent observer, a shepherd of moments, ensuring the smooth passage of history, guiding the flow of time with a gentle hand. Then, a tremor ran through the Cronarium, a place where time itself was monitored and maintained, a discordant note in the symphony of time. Orin felt it instantly, a jarring sensation that reverberated through his very being, a disturbance, a ripple in the normally smooth fabric of history. It was as if a stone had been cast into the serene waters of time. He watched in dismay as the threads of time began to twist and fray, each strand representing a moment, a memory, a life. Something was wrong, terribly wrong. The harmony of existence was being disrupted. His gaze swept across the temporal streams, searching for the source of the anomaly. Each stream represented a different timeline, a different reality.
A cold dread gripped his heart, a fear that gnawed at his resolve. This was no mere accident, no random fluctuation in the temporal flow. It was deliberate, calculated. This was the work of an outside force, a malevolent entity meddling with the delicate balance of history, the Timebreaker. The name sent a chill down his spine, a name spoken in hushed tones among the Timekeepers. This enigmatic figure, shrouded in shadow and secrecy, was a manipulator of time, a weaver of chaos. Their presence was a blight on the timeline. Their motives were a mystery, but their actions threatened to unravel the very fabric of existence, causing untold damage.
The Timebreaker's presence manifested as a creeping darkness, a stain upon the tapestry of time, spreading insidiously. Orin had heard whispers of this entity, legends passed down through generations of timekeepers, stories of a being who could bend time to their will. It was said that the Timebreaker craved power over history itself, seeking to reshape it to their will, to mold reality to their desires. Their touch was subtle at first, a subtle nudge here, a minor alteration there. Small changes that seemed insignificant. But these small changes had a way of cascading into larger, more catastrophic events, like a domino effect that could not be stopped.
Orin knew he had to act swiftly. There was no time to lose. The fate of countless lives, of entire civilizations hung in the balance. Every moment was precious. He clutched the chronostaff, its celestial energy thrumming in response to the growing temporal chaos. It was his only hope. He would hunt down the Timebreaker, track them through the labyrinthine corridors of history, no matter how long it took. He would undo the damage they had wrought and ensure the sanctity of the timeline, restoring order to the chaos. This was his sworn duty, a responsibility he bore with unwavering resolve. He would not fail.
His journey began in ancient Egypt, a land of mysteries and ancient wonders. He felt the Timebreaker's presence most strongly there, a force that seemed to ripple through the very fabric of time. A subtle shift in the Nile's flood, a change in the alignment of the pyramids, these were not mere coincidences. These were the telltale signs of temporal tampering, the fingerprints of the Timebreaker. He emerged from the swirling vortex of time onto the bustling streets of Thebes, a city alive with activity. The air was thick with the scent of spices and the sounds of a vibrant civilization, a testament to human ingenuity and culture.
Orin, ever the observer, moved unnoticed through the throngs of people, his presence a mere whisper in the crowd. He was a ghost from another time, a silent witness to history unfolding before his eyes. He listened intently to the whispers in the marketplace, the murmurs of discontent among the populace, each word a clue. The pharaoh, once revered as a god-king, was now seen as weak and indecisive, his authority crumbling. His rule, once a beacon of prosperity, was faltering, the kingdom showing signs of decline. The Timebreaker's influence was subtle, insidious, like a poison, slowly seeping into the veins of the civilization. They had planted seeds of doubt and discontent, slowly eroding the foundations of this once great civilization, turning hope into despair.
Orin knew he couldn't reveal himself, couldn't risk disrupting the temporal flow further, for the consequences could be catastrophic. He had to find the source of the disturbance, the point where the Timebreaker had interfered with history and set things right. Only then could he begin to repair the damage, to mend the fabric of time that had been torn asunder. He journeyed deep into the desert, guided by the faint whispers of temporal energy, each step taking him closer to the truth. He arrived at an ancient temple, half buried by the sands of time, a relic of a bygone era. The air crackled with power, a palpable aura of temporal distortion, a sign that he was close. This was the epicenter, the focal point of the Timebreaker's meddling, the heart of the disturbance. He could feel their presence like a shadow lurking at the edge of his perception. The confrontation was inevitable, and he had to be ready. The confrontation with the Timebreaker loomed large. Orin knew he needed allies, insight from those who had seen the future's potential outcomes. He reached out across time, seeking guidance from a future citizen.
The future is in chaos, Orin. The Timebreaker's actions have set off a chain of events that could lead to our extinction. You must stop him before it's too late.
The weight of the future's warning pressed heavily on Orin. He knew the path ahead was fraught with danger, but he had no choice. He had to restore the balance of time, for the sake of all existence.
Time is like a delicate dance, each step crucial to maintaining balance.
But what if we could change the steps, create a new rhythm?
The Timekeeper and the Timebreaker, locked in a struggle, each move altering the fabric of reality.
Every change ripples through history. You don't understand the consequences of your actions.
Sometimes you have to embrace the chaos. Consequences are just another part of the dance, Orin.
As they clash, the timeline trembles, the future uncertain, the past in flux.
We must find a way to restore the balance before it's too late.
Or perhaps it's time for a new order, a new dance entirely.
The fate of time itself hangs in the balance as the dance continues.
Timebreaker, your actions have caused chaos across centuries. This ends now.
Oh, Orin, you still don't understand. This is just the beginning.
The two adversaries, locked in a battle of wits and power, each knowing that the fate of time itself hangs in the balance.
Historian, we need to restore the timeline. What must be done?
Orin, the cost of such an endeavor is immense. Are you prepared to face the consequences?
With heavy hearts and unwavering resolve, they contemplate the sacrifices required to set things right.
Diplomat, the timeline is restored. How are things on Mars now?
Orin, peace has returned. The treaty stands strong, and our future looks brighter than ever.
The ripple effects of their actions bring hope and stability as the world begins to heal from the disruptions of the past.
The timeline is safe for now, but our work is never truly done.
And so, the Guardians of Time remain vigilant, ever watchful, ready to protect the delicate threads of history from those who would